A young student, burdened by anxieties, approached Master Wu Wei, a renowned Zen master. "Master," he pleaded, "my mind is a storm of worries. I overthink every decision, every interaction. How can I find peace?" Master Wu Wei, with a gentle smile, invited the student to follow him. They reached a serene pond teeming with water lilies. The master plucked a lily pad, its surface glistening with morning dew. "Observe this dewdrop," he said, holding the pad before the student. "It clings perfectly, reflecting the world around it." The student tilted his head. "What does this have to do with my thoughts?" "The dewdrop," the master explained, "represents your mind. It is natural for thoughts to arise, just as dew appears on the lily pad. But just as the dewdrop doesn't cling to the pad, you needn't cling to every thought." He gently tilted the pad, letting the dewdrop roll off and shimmer in the sunlight before evaporating. "See how it becomes one with the air? Your thoughts, too, can flow freely. Acknowledge them, then let them go. Don't get caught in the analysis, the what-ifs and maybes." The student pondered this. "But how do I stop overthinking?" "Focus on the present moment," Master Wu Wei instructed. "Like the water lily, be rooted in the now. Notice the sounds, the scent of the air. When your mind wanders, gently guide it back, like a boat returning to its mooring." The student spent the rest of the day by the pond, practicing mindful observation. He noticed the dance of dragonflies, the rustling of leaves. As the sun dipped below the horizon, a sense of calm settled within him. Returning to Master Wu Wei, the student bowed. "Thank you, Master. I understand now. It's not about stopping thoughts, but about not being carried away by them." The master smiled. "The mind is a tool, not a master. Use it wisely, but don't let it control you. Live in the present, and you'll find the peace you seek." The young student left the monastery, no longer burdened by overthinking. He had learned to let his thoughts flow like the dewdrops, finding serenity in the present moment. This newfound peace wasn't a permanent state, of course. Worries and anxieties inevitably returned, like weeds sprouting after a rain shower. But now, he had the tools to manage them. When a storm of thoughts threatened to engulf him, he would visualize the dewdrop, a gentle reminder to observe and release. This practice wasn't just about feeling better in the moment. By not dwelling on the past or fretting about the future, the student found himself more present and engaged in his daily activities. His conversations flowed more naturally. His work became more focused, and he began to appreciate the simple beauty around him. This newfound clarity also gave him the courage to take action. He stopped being paralyzed by overthinking and started to trust his intuition. He pursued a passion project he'd shelved for years, spoke up for himself when needed, and even approached the girl he admired with newfound confidence. The results weren't always perfect, but he learned from each experience, embracing both successes and failures with a newfound equanimity. Master Wu Wei's teachings became a guiding light for the student. He understood that overthinking wasn't a sign of weakness, but a natural human tendency. The key was to find a balance, acknowledging thoughts without getting consumed by them. This approach not only brought him inner peace, but also empowered him to live a more fulfilling and present life.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our future videos.